Ladies and gentlemen, last year Twitter had to pay a $809.5 million settlement after losing a class action lawsuit because the company misled investors about how much its user base was growing and how much users interacted with the platform. That's according to ABC News. That's why they posted a third quarter loss of $536.8 million in the third quarter of 2021. So they had to pay $809.5 million because they lost a class action lawsuit, okay, because they were lying about their user base and how and the true numbers pertaining to how many daily active users they have. Now, Elon Musk momentarily postponed the purchase. I think he's obviously working for a better price. So he doesn't want to purchase the platform for the initial offer. He wants a much better price, or he wants a much better dollar amount per share. So I did a segment last night saying, hey, he's going to let Trump back on the platform. He will. He's going to, no doubt, allow Trump back on the platform because he's going to have, once it's his, he'll have an open platform that allows speech and debate and dialogue and discourse. And then one person said, oh, you changed your mind. You said that he was going to allow Trump on the platform. And now he's momentarily ended the deal. Yeah, I'm sorry. I can't look into the future and tell you exactly how Elon Musk is going to feel or what he's going to say tomorrow. Sorry. I'm pretty good, but I'm not that good. I said that there would be a market crash, and there is a market crash. We've seen that, and I've predicted that in the playlist, the stock market crash prediction playlist. Years back, I said Clinton would lose to Trump. I'm not Nostradamus, sorry, and I'm not clairvoyant, and I don't have exactly the inner workings of what's going on in Elon Musk's brain. But I can tell you that today, a new development took place that nobody could have known, and he decided to either halt the deal or suspend it temporarily while he looks at exactly how many real users there are. So the interesting thing is that now Ken Paxton, the Attorney General of Texas, is launching an investigation against Twitter. This is really interesting. And he's doing so because, well, I'll just read you. Ken Paxton, the Republican Attorney General of Texas, says he's investigating Twitter for possible deceptive practices when it comes to bots. Paxton's probe follows complaints by Tesla CEO Elon Musk about a fake spam and bot accounts on Twitter. So, like I said, they say around 5%. Twitter said it was only about 5% of the platform wasn't actually legitimate. I think it's a lot more than that. When you look at this article, it's a Fortune article. Elon Musk's Twitter has struggled to turn a profit for years. Now it's facing a massive debt that complicates the future. Check this out. Okay, so Twitter, this was a couple weeks ago, but Twitter accepted Elon Musk's $44 billion takeover bid, setting the stage for the largest tech acquisition in history. But did the world's richest man bite off? Okay, so Twitter may be a public town square, but it has struggled to earn consistent profits over the past few years, posting a net loss of $221 million in 2021 and $1.14 billion loss in 2020. Okay, the company has also held over $4.2 billion in long-term debt at the end of 2021. So, and I was talking about how Twitter was just had this $4 billion plus in debt, and the fact that it was losing money. In numerous segments, I said it was eventually going to go bankrupt. if something like Elon Musk doesn't come and save the company. And saving the company entails actually forcing it to be a platform that allows speech, debate, dialogue, discourse, discussion. Hit subscribe, by the way, to this channel. Hit subscribe to the Stock Market Crash channel below in the pinned comment and description, and also the Bitcoin Crash to 10,000 or lower channel. I have very important segments on both of those channels today, and I will have some very important segments tomorrow morning on them as well, and throughout the day tomorrow, or today when you watch this. So, and if you want to become a member of this channel, please do so. My Patreon is below. If you enjoy my work, my Patreon is below. And to my new Patreons, thank you. I can't thank you enough. Share this segment everywhere. It's very, very interesting. Ken Paxton is demanding details on 23 items, including extensive data on the social network's daily, monthly, and monetizable active users. And he's doing so because he can do so under the Texas Deceptive Trade Practices Act. So this is interesting. It's actually pretty good because usually it's the other way around. Usually you have a Democratic senator or congressperson demanding that social media or demanding that tech companies side with the Democratic Party. Here you have Elon Musk sticking it to the Democratic Party by, guess what, allowing the platform to be an open platform for dialogue, debate, discourse, and discussion. There's a reason. When Democrats, wonderful, morally superior liberal Democrats say, well, there's no evidence that Twitter has a bias, there was a reason. I'm going to speak very slowly so the wonderful, highly educated can understand. There was a reason that Hunter's emails, which, by the way, are the latest photos coming out are just absolutely horrendous and show immense hypocrisy, but there's a reason why the New York Post was suspended 2 years ago and why Hunter's emails couldn't be talked about. And there's a reason why a whole bunch of the usual suspects, former intel officials, said that, oh, yes, the Kremlin wants you to know how corrupt Democrats are. Because that's what they always say, whether it's the DNC emails or anyone falling out of line within the Democratic Party or anyone they oppose. It's you have to be a prejudice operative of the Kremlin. That's just, what happens when you oppose the Democratic Party. They blame another country for us finding out, for the American electorate finding out about their failures and corruption. It has to be the plot of another country. It can't just be that they cheated Bernie Sanders because they don't even have a functioning primary. And Hunter, his emails show clear violations of the law, pay-to-play schemes. It can't just be that. It has to be some kind of effort by another country to inform you of how corrupt they are. That's the mentality. But it's interesting. The platform can actually be a viable platform if when Elon Musk turns it into a platform where people can talk about anything they want to, where you have speech, dialogue, debate, discussion, discourse, and one political side, and Twitter doesn't side with one political side. I respect Narendra Modi and the Indian government very much, because what happened in India is that the government there was going to kick Twitter out of its country because Twitter sided with a political party against Modi. You can't do that if you're a social media platform, but they've done that for years in the United States of America. And India said, no, we're going to kick you out if you side with one political party. You can't do that. And so not only do they play favorites, but they also lost an $800+ million lawsuit deceiving investors on how many actual accounts they have. Now you have the Texas Attorney General siding with Elon Musk. Elon Musk is going to get a better deal. Okay, he's still going to purchase the platform because he needs to. He knows that Twitter is going to be used against him. He knows that Twitter is a digital extension, a cyber nightmare that Democrats utilize to go after political opponents. Okay, That won't happen anymore. Democrats will not have that tool anymore. Anyway, give me your thoughts below. Hit subscribe right now. Very, very interesting with the Texas AG getting involved. Thank you.